Hi everybody. So last week I went over how to create the Flippity Random Name Picker. That video should be appearing somewhere up here on this video now. But I want to show you today, go a little bit more in depth of how you can actually switch out students per group, how you can rename the groups, and then some other additional features within the Random Name Picker. So one thing that you can do with this name generator or name picker is actually create these groups. So let's say I want to have 4 teams of students. It will randomly put the students into group, which is a great feature. But as we know, like some students don't work well together, or you might need to mix it up for other reasons. So one way I can do this is I can actually move the students. So I can click on Elijah here and say I need to switch it out with the Jackie. So I can actually switch these groups out. Now this does get switched out, like you have to click on a name and then switch it out with a different name. So for example, if you have like groups of 4, I have in group 8 here, I have Sonia and Kenny that are by themselves. I can't move them into a different group. They're just going to be by themselves. So kind of keep that in mind. But this is a really great tool that if I need to just, switch out some students, I can easily switch them out here. The other thing that's really great about this is that I can rename the group names. So let's say I'm having, this group is going to work on part A, this group is going to work on part B, or maybe that I'm having them read specific articles. So like maybe group 1 is going to be reading an NPR article, group B is going to be reading CNN article, this group is going to be reading a Fox News, whatever you're doing. You get the point that you can have them, you can actually relabel this group so it's easier for the students to understand what they're supposed to be doing in that group, or just, easier to kind of put them into different groups. As a reminder here, you also have this jigsaw feature, which is awesome. So this will automatically jigsaw all these groups into like 4 different groups. And so, this is where maybe these 4 groups are reading a different article, and then I'm going to jigsaw them back into these groups here. So that's just a really great automatic feature that's here as well. I also have a timer that's already built into this, so I can, put a timer for how long they're doing group work. You'll have that kind of built into Flippity as well. You don't need to go anywhere else for it. With that said too, you can also enter instructions. So I went to this little icon here. I can enter this instruction, so each group goes here, and now all on your screen you have everything that you need to kind of help facilitate group work, or however you're splitting up this. So if you're having certain students read different things, or even work on stations even virtually, this is a great way to kind of facilitate that and to work on that with it. With that said, you also have this more feature here. So going under more, I can, I have groups of 12. I have up to 12 teams that I have. So you have a lot more options that come with your group choices. But there's also some other fun things here, like the speed networking will just kind of pair students up automatically. If I go back to more, I also have my seating chart that's here. I can have a class roster, so if I need a class roster for anything, I can have this here and can maybe download it or add to it. I can add columns here, so this just is an easy class roster if you need one. And then you also have like a gift exchange. So this again will pair students up. I don't know exactly how you would use it, but it would be fun. So, students are paired up with it's not just like a partner where they're exchanging with each other. Like Andy is giving to Elijah, while Kenny is the one giving the present to Andy. So kind of thinking about how we're doing pair shares or whatever is kind of interesting and kind of cool. So lots of different options here within this Flippity Random Name Picker. It's why it remains like my number one thing that I use, because I can just do a whole bunch of stuff right here on one screen. And so once I've set it up, I have it all here. It's all at my fingertips. I don't need to really recreate anything else or add anything else to it. So that is my tip for today. If you have any questions, please let me know.